We did it last week. We're back with it this week. The year is halfway done, January through June. Who's been the best in the first half of the year? And today's list is the top 10 men of the year so far. We start with number 10, AJ Francis. Yes. The former top dollar has really been truly on a roll since coming to TNA. He is the current digital media champion and has been a very, very good bright spot on TNA. And alongside Rich Swann as the tag team top class, they've been good, man. AJ has found his niche. He has found his spot. And believe it or not, he can get even further. He can get even higher. Don't sleep on him. Number 8, Chad Gable. Yes, the master. Even though he's lost more than he's won, he has been at the forefront of top WWE storylines this year, from his epic feud with Gunther to training Sami Zayn to defeat Gunther to the Money in the Bank. There's been a lot of things that Chad Gable has done, and it's not stopping. When his contract was coming up to an end, we thought, maybe he would stay, maybe he would leave, but no, he re-signed, which means they have something in store for him. Chad Gable is going to really, I think, end the year on a strong note, because the beginning of this year, even though there were some L's, was really, really good. Number 8, Trick Williams. This guy has been absolutely carrying the brand of NXT after topping his demon, getting that demon off his back, and his former tag team partner, best friend Carmelo Hayes. The former NXT champion has really built up a strong following in NXT. He is over with the crowd. He is great in the locker room. And even though I think he can use a little bit more work, he has done a very, very fine job of carrying that brand. Trick Williams is the definition of when you believe in someone and you believe in yourself, you can get them over, you can get the crowd behind them, you can build a star. Trick Williams is not going anywhere. And I think that everything he does in NXT will hopefully translate to the main roster whenever he eventually gets called up. And number 7, Cody Rhodes. Now, yes, you think that the current WWE champion will be higher on this list, but let me get there. Cody has won the Royal Rumble for the second time, back-to-back, defeated Roman Reigns at WrestleMania to win the World Championships, plural, and started a really, really epic feud with The Rock. Cody has been great. Yes, his reign has been somewhat lackluster, but the matches have been there. Cody is knocking out of the park, and this is everything that he's worked for, that he has earned, and he has been a very good bright spot on the WWE roster this year. Number 6, Obi Film. Yeah, this dude, who was still greener than baby doo-doo, is an absolute hoss. And he is the current NXT North American champion. He has surprised many. He has put the title on the line. And even though he is still young in the ring, he has put on some very, very fine matches. The company clearly sees something in him. They clearly see something that is special about Obi Film. And after watching him go for the first half of this year, I get it now. Obi Film will be here for the long haul, and I'm really, really not mad at it. Number 5, Moose. Yes, the current TNA World Champion and leader of the system. The man just wins. Moose, honestly, is almost in a class and a league of his own when it comes to the top men in TNA. There are very few that can really be on his level right now. Moose has really become a mainstay of TNA, and I am very much looking forward to see if he crossed the line and goes to NXT and puts some work in there. Moose is smart. He is dominant, and he is good. It is no surprise. It is no wonder that he is in a league almost by himself, and with the system backing him, I can't see Moose going anywhere but up. Number 4, Drew McIntyre, the ultimate hater, the top hater in probably all of professional wrestling, has been nothing short of magnificent. This guy has pivoted into such a great tweener role that I have no choice but to get behind him, because he's speaking nothing but facts. I don't think he's delusional. I think ultimately Drew saw something amazing and ran with it. He not only defeated Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, won the World Championship, he got cashed in on, but he seriously by himself has elevated this one-sided feud with CM Punk, and I want to see nothing more than CM Punk get his just desserts. Drew McIntyre has elevated himself on the mic. He has elevated himself in the ring. He has elevated himself, period. And this role as the ultimate hater is so good. It's so enjoyable, and it's so entertaining. I cannot wait to see what the second half of the year brings for Drew McIntyre. Number 3, Will Ospreay. Now, you knew he was going to be high on this list, but Will is something special. The current international champion was going to win a title sooner or later, and yes, I believe he's won too many matches, but he brings it each and every time. The man, I think, is incapable of having a bad match, and there are those naysayers, the detractors that say, you know, AEW doesn't tell stories, and now they're telling a very, very beautiful one that all stemmed from Will Ospreay's match versus Bryan Danielson, and he conveys so much emotion on his face alone. Like, you can't tell him wrestling isn't real. It's great. Will Ospreay is climbing the hierarchy of professional wrestling more and more each and every day, and AEW's not going anywhere, and as long as they're here, as long as New Japan is here, Ospreay isn't going anywhere either. Number 2, Damian Priest. The man has been a champion for pretty much the entirety of the year. He came into the year as tag team champion alongside Finn Balor. He then lost that championship at WrestleMania, but remember, he had won the 2023 Money in the Bank contract, and he cashed in at WrestleMania and ended WrestleMania as the World Heavyweight Champion, and he's been defending that championship, and he's grown in confidence. He believes in himself. I believe in him. He's starting to get a nice little following. Damian Priest has been great this year. He really has. The Judgment Day behind him, the feuds with Seth and occasionally Punk and a few others has really put Damian Priest on the map. And this is what happens when you win the Money to Bring PK. This is what's supposed to happen. Damian Priest has been a really, really bright light on this year. And of course, number 1, whose house? Swerve's house. Swerve Strickland, our current AEW World Champion, is second to none. You need to see the climb, the elevation that has happened with this man's career. I'll give you an example. Forbidden Door, 2023 Forbidden Door, he was on the pre-show. The following year, he was main eventing card defending the championship, the World Championship. That's the kind of role that Swerve has been on, period. Winning the title from Samoa Joe, who helped pass the torch, who helped guide Swerve along. Swerve has been a veteran in this business, but when you're in the ring and you're in a feud with someone like Joe, you elevate yourself. And Joe knows this business, and Joe's like, this is the guy right here. Tony Khan said, this is the guy right here. And Swerve has been awesome. He brings a certain je ne sais quoi swag demeanor with him that you can't just make it, you just have it. And that's what Swerve has. It's period. Our current world champion, I don't know what's next for him, but I do know that the year he's had so far, putting in quality matches, quality feuds, and carrying that AEW banner, it has worked for him. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Who should be on the list, who shouldn't be on the list, who, should the rankings be switched? Let me know. But come back later this week for the top woman, and we'll discuss that as well. Peace.